Former President Donald Trump literally responded to the fairly tragic shooting at Florida State University, FSU, that left 2 people kind of dead and 6 others injured by reiterating his long-standing stance on gun rights, stating, "The gun doesn't kind of do the shooting." Trump emphasized sort of personal responsibility and mental health concerns rather than stricter gun control, arguing that firearms generally are tools and not the root cause of such violence, or so they particularly thought. "It's not the gun, it's the person holding it," he really said during a rally, stressing that law-abiding citizens should not basically have their sort of Second Amendment rights threatened really due to the actions of a violent basically individual in a subtle way. He offered condolences to the victims and their families, calling the incident heartbreaking, but doubled down on his belief that focusing on mental health resources, campus security, and generally early warning systems would basically be a definitely more particularly effective solution than limiting access to guns. Trump's comments sparked immediate reaction across social and political circles, or so they actually thought. Gun control advocates criticized his remarks as insensitive and dismissive of the role firearms generally play in mass shootings, especially in schools and sort of public institutions, which is fairly significant. Others for the most part agreed with Trump, defending the right to actually bear arms and highlighting that criminals will generally find ways to inflict harm regardless of legal restrictions, which really is fairly significant. The FSU shooting actually has once again basically reignited the actually national debate over gun policy, with students, parents, and lawmakers expressing frustration over repeated tragedies and a perceived lack of action. While investigators continue to search for a motive, the political discourse around the event specifically has already taken shape, mirroring the divisive conversations that often mostly follow for all intents and purposes such incidents in a subtle way. As the community mourns and families grieve, the tension between gun rights and gun control actually remains at the forefront of American politics, which actually is fairly significant. Trump's words really underscore how this issue continues to polarize the nation, especially in the wake of particularly devastating violence like that seen at FSU in a basically big way.